Hi everybody, Martyn at Flick and Feathers again today, and I'm tying a Blae black and orange, an excellent summer wet fly. Great when there's heather fly on the water, well worth having in your box, especially if you're in Scotland or like Northern England, and I'm sure other places in Northern Europe as well. As always, I'll put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anyone that wants to support the channel, get access to the members only content and be entered into the giveaways. Alternatively, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button so you get notified of the new videos. Right, I've got my hook and my vise. It's a size 12 Kamasan B175. I only really tie this in this size, for myself anyway. That's the size of a heather fly. And I'm running on a bed of black Uni 8/0 down at the start of the bend. Tail, using dyed orange golden pheasant tippet. You can of course use the natural, or if you want to darken the overall look of the fly, you could go with just a black hackle fibre. So I'm going to tie this in so the black band is just showing, and I'll let the thread taut take it onto the top of the hook. I've got 4 or 5 strands there, something like that. My rib is silver wire, small. You could use oval silver if you want it. This fly is actually quite nice with a pearly rib as well. Just tie that in the length of the body, just leave the waist piece there. And then I'll trim away my waist of the tippet. So just sneak that back a wee bit more. And then I'm going to take my thread forward, touch and turns. Just lock everything in. And this is going to be, the thread's going to be the body. Now I'll just take away that wee bit excess wax, and then I'm going to go back, covering everything up, making sure it's all nice and smooth. Now you could use floss, but kind of 12, you don't really need it. And now because I tie left-handed, the uni thread is flattening for me anyway, so I can get a nice smooth body quite easily. If you don't tie left-handed, you can use UTC, or just remember to spin your bobbin. So I'm taking the rib and I'm going to put a full turn at the back, right at the tail. Right, that makes quite a difference to the durability. And then I'm going to come up and touch and turns. Going to come up in openly spaced, evenly spaced wraps. 4 or 5 gets you up the body. When you get to the front, bend the wire over the thread, just tie right down to the eye, and then just helicopter it away. Now the first hackle is dyed orange hen. Just a wee Indian hen neck is from. Now just cheap cape. Tie that in, fold the tip back, 2 or 3 wraps will hold it, and I'm just going to come in, pinch it out. Oh, that's rubbish. I just noticed that hackle's not very good. Bit's missing. I'll come in with another one. Always make sure you are happy with the feather or the material that you're using. A bit long. I mean, this is not a brilliant cape, but you can still use it, you know. It's not a write-off. It's just sometimes with these wee cheap capes, the feathers on the excellent. I'm sure there used to be better quality actually. When the Indian and Chinese necks were a bit more readily available. I'll just come in now, break that tip away. I'm just going to come in. I don't need too much of this. I'm going to fold it as I wind it. There, a couple. That's fine. Now obviously it will depend on the quality of the feather. Different capes, you know, a different cape you might have a finer fibred hackle, so you might need an extra turn, and it might be quite heavy and you might only need a turn and a half, something like that. But you want like this, right, like a reasonable wee collar there. It doesn't need to be overdone because you've got another hackle coming in front of it. Wing, teal, primary feather, right? But any of the sort of Blae colour wings will do you. Wood pigeon, mallard, jay, starling, whatever you prefer. We've got a right and a left. Just tearing them away. And then I'm going to line up the tips. Make sure my slips are the same width, which sometimes I'll know. That's not bad. Just make sure my thread's right at my tie-in point. And I'm going to offer these in. Now the length, well, that's a matter of taste. I like it sort of coming to the back of the hooklet, halfway into the tail. Some folk like it a bit longer, some folk like it shorter. It's up to you entirely. Got to offer it in. Now, fold them together, keep them nice and tight to the shank, pinch and loop, and then another one, and have a wee look. I'm not super in love with that, so I'll just go back. You can usually get a couple of goes with the teal. Try it again. That's better. Quite like that wing, eh? Now, my side's a bit low, so I'm just going to back it off and lift it slightly. Tighten that in. Then I'll hold my wing and I'll wrap forward a wee bit, securing everything, and then trim away my waist, come into the front and just tie up into these cut ends, and then I'll get my final hackle, which is a black hen. This cave's getting quite well picked. And I'm using a natural black, but if you use dyed black, that's fine as well, doesn't matter. I'm getting a bit heavy at this head, so I'm not going to fold that. But the hackle will tidy it up. So, just same as before, just wind it as you go, fold it as you wind it, I should say. When you've got enough hackle, cross your thread, a couple of wraps, and fold everything back, come to the front, tie everything off. If it's fighting you, just come in with a scissor, trim it away. And I'll just take an extra turn or two back just to shape it, cover up that bit, and then I'll shape my head a bit more. That looks no bad. And I'll come in and whip finish. Make sure your not's well seated. Snip away the waste. And a wee drip varnish. A couple of coats of varnish sets this up nice. Nice wee shiny head on it. So there you go, Blae black and orange. Nice wee fly. I wouldn't not have them in the summer. Really effective when there's heather fly about, as I say earlier. So hope that was useful, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Tight lines guys, bye.